Aerodrone here. What's going on, guys? We got this Aerodrone X6. Dude, you can find these for under $20. Average retail, you could see 30. They were originally retailed for much more. Cool drone. Down effect, control range wasn't awesome. We fixed that. It's on the jumper. And then you had to get it pretty high because that's angled pretty down. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to do a sky climb with this. I'll tell you what protocol that it's running on in a second once we get this booted up. I believe it's the Toyz X16AH. I think I'm correct on that. So all you gotta do is once it's bound, turn it on. Good to go. This, again, there is a camera on it. It is an SD card camera. Your channel, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your channel 7 will take pictures. Your channel 8 will take video, but you have to set those switches. So just to make sure here, model setup. It is Toyz X16AH. You don't have to reverse anything. It's good to go. So right now we have a steady blue light. We're going to go ahead and flick our, again, 5, 6, 7, 8, channel 8. That steady blue light will turn red. We're recording, and we're going to go ahead and take off. Perfect day to do this. There's like next to no wind. And it is up there. It's probably the highest I've ever had this. And I do still have full control over it as I'm pitching forward and backwards. I can see it moving. And this should be a decent look at the town there. I'm going to go ahead and see if we could bring this down fairly quickly. It does have small propellers on it, bringing it down quickly. I'm probably going to be safe to say you're going to get a little bit of jello. But this just goes to show you what the jumper can do for an old drone. Dude, I haven't flown this drone probably in close to 2 years. Probably close to 2 years it's been since I've flown this. And I just had it, and I figured, well, let me see if I could bind it to the jumper. And bamzo, it's bound to the jumper, and we're going to throttle up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this up a little bit higher. Hopefully you can see that red light. We're going to flick our switch up. As we're underneath the tree, we need to be careful. Now it's solid blue. Just going to do a little buzzing around with this. It's definitely a lot sportier on this. We could definitely throw a FPV camera on this if we wanted to and buzz around. It's small enough to do that for inside or outside. It's big enough to play outside. The motors seem decent on it. I'm going to go ahead and just go underneath these trees. Then we'll turn around and come back through them. Kind of reminds me of Beetle. That's actually exactly what I have it named in my jumper here. I have it named as the Aerodrone Beetle, but it's the X6. There's a little look at it, little beady eyes bouncing back and forth. We'll go ahead and do another climb here. Actually, before we do that, I want to make sure I have this on the highest milliwatt because I'm going to really climb with it. Model menu, model setup, 150 milliwatt. That's my output power on this, so we are good to go. What I'm going to do is flick this switch down, make sure that turned red. It did turn red. We are recording. And again, we're going to go up. It goes up pretty quickly, too. Hopefully the tree behind me isn't getting in the picture. It could be, though. And guys, if you're checking little messages I'm sending out to you, Bugs 3 Mini, that was my first flight of the day. I wanted to fly FPV. We actually hit max range on the jumper, and it was raining. I flew it in the rain. I know Ray commented on it, and I let him know it was raining, but I still sent it. That video will be up later, so stay tuned for that. And we're up there, guys. We are absolutely up there. Be crazy nice video all the way up there, even with the down pitch camera. And it's turning into a little spot. I haven't flown that high in a little while. It's been some time. I used to do a lot of altitude testing. I'm kind of over that, and we are going to slowly drop this. I need to make sure I still have my orientation. I do. Maybe. Okay, I've gained my orientation back. It did switch there for a second, but I do have it back. It's tough. When something's up that high, it is really tough to gauge orientation. I'm pretty good with it. And this is a smaller drone. This isn't even X5 class. It's definitely not X8 class. So this is smaller, so to have it up that high and to be able to keep your orientation is rather difficult to do. My orientation did switch around. It did yaw a little bit, but I was able to figure out which way I was pointing. And again, we're just going to bring it back over here. And I can see the light. Hold on. Throttle up, throttle up, throttle up. See the light. And we are going to push that up. And it turns solid blue. So this is a direct bind. I mean, you got to set 2 channels for your picture and your video, but this is a direct bind. You didn't have to reverse any channels. I believe I got solid reds. My LED lights in the front are no longer alternating. They're flashing red, which is saying, hey, low voltage, which I don't remember the flight time on this. I know this is an old battery because it's a battery that's actually self-contained in the drone. It is lossy connection. It's probably just a simple 3.7 volt. It's an old battery, and it was below 3.4 volts when I decided to charge it. So the battery might not be optimal, but I think we got a decent little flight here, especially for pushing it and recording. I always noted that this drone had a little bit of weight to it. The propellers on this I don't think are any bigger than Hubsan H107Cs, and the body's a little bit heavier. It's self-landing. We're gonna go get it. I don't think it'll damage anything sitting on top of the snow like that. Go ahead and lift up. Yeah, the only opening on there is that little LED right there, which I'm pretty sure we're still good. We're just going to set that on top of the snow. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns down below. Definitely.